Okay. Object, and also we have studied two-string method of the object class, correct? We have also studied the castings. Huh? This was the last slide, I think. Huh? Have you clear this? Have you used this one? This was the last slide. Is it correct? Have you cleared this? Huh? This slide clear? Yes or no? No.
Yes.
Now see, this is the object of which this is the object reference of object class. Is it correct?
Yeah.
Who is referring to the object of derived class? Is it correct? And get diameter is a method of which class? Circle class, not my object. Is it correct? And if you want to access the method of the derived class, we need to do typecasting. So how we do the typecasting? Clear? Name of the object reference. You typecast to which class? Circle. And then put bracket, and then you can call the methods. Have you clear? So actually, for your group, there was I haven't able to add one method in the driver class. But with the other groups, I asked them to add one method in the driver class. What was the name of the driver class? Inheritance demo. Is it correct? In that you have only one method. So other student I asked to add one method name is display object. What? Display object. And it was parameter is what? Object. So you can pass any. There was which classes? SOL student, SOC student. You have to create a 2 and you have to pass to this method. So if you pass SOL student, so they will display the data of the SOL student. If you pass the object of SOC student, they will display the object of SOC student. What is this concept? Polynomial. Have you clear? So I asked other students to do that one, but not for your group. It was not there in your assignment. Have you clear, everyone? So there you need to do these kinds of typecasting. Because what happened? Object of the object class, referring the object of the derived class. And if you want to access the methods and the attribute of the derived class, then we need to do the typecasting. Have you clear? So now I am going to explain to you the next method of object class, that is the equals. Which one? Equals. Equals means what? Compare. Okay. So what equals method do? They check the attribute value of the two objects. Attribute value of what? Two objects. Let's see the example. Circle C1 is equal to circle. New circle 10. Circle C2 is equal to new circle 20. So what is the radius of this circle? What is the radius of this circle? Attribute values are different. And if you compare C1 equals C2, result is what? True or false? False. Have you clear now this? So this is a implementation of this. Okay, they check what? Attribute value. See, the equals method compare the content of the two objects. Content means what? The value of the attributes. Have you clear? Huh? So equals method is from which class? Object. Two string and equals. What is this operator? Equal to. This is a different. What is the meaning of this?
C1 object.
C1 and C2 referring the same object. And when you say C1 is equal to C2, it is what?
check.
Yeah, both are referring to the same, so it is true. Are we clear? But here, new, circle, even it is 10. Is it true?
No.
No. Why?
Different values.
Different object. Are we clear? Equals and this one, difference. Here they check the value of the attributes. And here they check whether both objects referring to the same object or not. Clear everyone this, huh? See this array list and this vector classes, I will give more detail when we have a lesson collection classes. Which classes?
Connection.
What is this? Protected. You remember protected?
Yes.
When you study protected?
In C++.
So you know private. You know private. You know protected. You know
Public.
Now also you know
Default.
Okay. Default keyword is not there. But keyword is there, but default you know. If you do not mention any modifier, it will be default. In C++, it is by default it is a private. Have you clear? Now see the effect of protected. Who will explain the chart?
It just shows how it is possible to access.
Access, yes. Scope of the access. Scope is what? If it is a public, where you can access inside the class? Yes. Inside the same package?
Yes.
Yes. Inside the subclass? Yes. And access from the different package? Yes. Are we clear? Okay, protected. Inside the class?
Yes.
Yes. Package?
Yes.
Yes. And subclass?
Yes.
Default. Same class and same
Package.
but not access from? No. Listen, sometime your subclass in the same package. Then possible. Default, huh? Subclass also in the same package. That time possible. Private, only inside the class. Are we clear? So, public everywhere. Private only inside. Protected inside the class and package and the subclass. And default same class and the package. Are we clear? Huh? How many package? Skull का package. Skull का package. Adhen doa. Really? Two. Okay. Okay. So we have package 1 and package 2. See, package 1, how many classes? 3 classes. C1, C2 and C3. Package 2, how many classes? C4 and C5. See here. C4 is subclass of
C1.
Here C3 is subclass of C1. Okay. So we have in C1 class, it's a public class, okay? X integer protected Y, default Z and private U. And we have a protected method M. Okay, here in C2 class. Can you create object of C1? Yes, you can. This is correct. Public and inside the package, no problem. Can you access O.X? Why? Same public. O.Y? Yes, protected, same package. O.Z? Default, same package, possible. O.U? No. O.M? Protected, same package, possible. Okay. Here, can you access X? Y? Z? All three possible. But U?
No.
Not. M also possible. Why?
Because
subclass. Okay, let's go to the package 2. C4. C4 derived from C1. Can you access X?
Yes.
Public. Can you access Y?
Yes.
Y?
Protect.
Protected. Subclass. Okay. Z?
No.
No. Why?
Default.
Default. Outside the package. And you? Can you access them? Yes. It is subclass. Okay. Can you create a your object of C1?
Yes.
Yes. Public. X can you access? Public.
Yes.
Y can you access? No.
Protected
Why?
int.
Protected and different
int.
package.
Yeah.
Z?
No.
Default. Different
Default.
package. U? Not at all. And M? No. Have you clear? Public, private, protected and default. Clear? Actually, this is you have to understand. Means, sometimes C1 is class from the one package, but inherited in another package. Have you clear? Huh? Subclass cannot weaken the accessibility. Weaken means what?
Make weaker.
Like public means open, and you are trying to change something, so it is weaker. Okay. Subclass may override the protected method in a superclass and change it visibility to
Public.
public. Okay. However, the subclass cannot weaken accessibility of the method defined in a superclass. For example, if the method is defined public in a superclass, it must be defined public in the subclass. If you are trying to make a private or protected, so you are weakening. Okay, you cannot do. Okay. So you know the keyword final. What is use of the final? Okay. Let's see another use. Okay. We have a final as a modifier. Final as a what?
Modifier.
Modifier. The modifier used on classes and the class methods, except that the final modifier can be used on local variable in the method. The final local variable is constant inside the method. But now we are going to understand the use of final modifier. What is the meaning of this? Not a constant.
Cannot
The
be
final class cannot be.
Extend.
What do you mean by this?
Cannot
We
be
cannot
held.
inherit this class further. We cannot. Yeah, this is the last child. After that, no child. Are we clear?
Yeah.
So we cannot inherit math class in other classes. Okay, what is this?
Final static double. Constant.
It is a constant. And normally if we have a constant variable, now make them static. Do you know what? It is unchanged. It is what?
Unchanged.
Unchanged. You can use anywhere, no problem. Okay. And what is the meaning of this? Third line.
Final
Final
method
method
cannot be
cannot
overtaken.
override. If you write your method is a final, that means you cannot override in a next subclass. Have you clear?
Yeah.
So final making hurdle. Okay, stop. No, go further. Here, in terms of class, it say you cannot extend this class. In terms of variable, we cannot change the value. In terms of method, we cannot override it. Have you clear the use of final? Because 2 weeks before only we studied it is only used for the declaring the constant. But we can have final class, we can have final method. Clear? Huh? So you will say, teacher, what is use of this final? And okay, you understand. You cannot extend. You know what happened? Someone want to restrict, not to add something. So math is already available in the Java. Is it correct? And that owner of the map, they don't want that someone should inherit. If they inherit, they can use, but they cannot extend. Do you understand me? So similarly, you can have this mechanism that you can stop it for extending further. Have you clear? 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 And this. Only this is 3 points are remaining. I will, because this I have to explain through the example. Okay? That will be more easier for me to explain to you. Okay? Because this is a topic that I will explain you and you will understand within 1 second. But how to use it, how to implement it, that is more important.
You said that you will upload the examples, but you don't.
Yeah, I will do that. before this week finish, I will cover everything from this, because after this we are going to move to the next, because till this point we are going to understand the basic Java programming. Okay, so I will, whatever the topic was.
Midterm in 7th week? Midterm?
No, 8 weeks. It's wrong. Okay. Have you clear everyone now? Everyone with me? Let's go to the next. That is
Abstract class.
abstract class. Have you studied abstract class? Where?
C++.
What is the concept of abstract class? Object? What? We cannot instantiate that class. We cannot instantiate. Means what? We cannot create an object of that class. And what is the antonyms? Means concrete class. Concrete class means what? We can create an object of that class. Just remember the term. Concrete and abstract. Abstract means what? We cannot instantiate. And concrete means what? We can instantiate. Okay, abstract class we cannot instantiate. Then how we can use that class? How we can make them concrete? We inherit in some class and we change, override some methods. Override some method and we can make them as a concrete class. Are we clear? How you implement concrete abstract class in C++?
There should be one.
There should be one, not minimum one.
Yeah, minimum pure.
Pure virtual. Pure virtual.
Pure virtual? No. Pure virtual function. Get it? Where? Here. Not here. You are somewhere else. Be here. Pure virtual function. How you make a pure virtual function? We have a virtual function concept. But what is the pure virtual?
Is
Equal to 0. Okay, that to make a pure. Perfect. Same concept we are going to study in the Java. First of all, abstract classes. And also we are going to learn the next concept that was not there in the C++, that is the interface. What? Interface. Interface is something, it's similar like abstract. It's similar like what? Abstract. But it's not actually abstract. How it is, what is the difference between abstract class and the interface, that also we are going to study. Okay? And during the lab time, we are going to study exception. Have you clear? Let's start with the abstract.
Amalet высокие. Amalet басқа.
Same example again.
Amalet экраны.
Okay. Now see how to read the class diagram. Now some new things here that was not there in the previous class diagram. Plus minus hash. Clear? Class is what, attribute is where, methods are here. Is it correct? Can you see this? This is not italic. This is the italic. Italic per mind?
Yeah.
Italic, it means these are the abstract methods. Which method?
Abstract.
Underline means static. Is it correct? But when it is italic, it will be considered as what? Abstract methods. See this, the class name. It's italic. See, it is not italic, but this one is italic. What it represent? Abstract. Hash represent? Hash protected. Are you clear this one? Now what is our topic is what? How to write abstract class in Java. Today I will send you this all zip file to the Telegram. This one, okay?
Uzunlukla abi. Uzunlukla.
Nereye misin?
Sezon.
Adamlar ortada oyun var abi.
Have you clear everyone? Public abstract class. So abstract keyword in a Java to mention abstract. That was not there in C++. Have you clear everyone? Now remaining how many attributes are there? 3 attributes are there, as you know. Then this is a protected use. This is your what do you call constructor. Constructor. Get color, set color, mutator. Okay. Pure virtual function, C++. But we don't have here virtual, here we have abstract. See, public, abstract, okay? And you don't have a body here. You don't have body for the methods, is it correct? Simply semicolon. That means this is what? Abstract method. Clear everyone? Then what we do? We inherit. How we make a concrete class? We inherit in which class? Subclass. What is the name of the class? Circle. Clear? Listen, how many methods was abstract in a super class? 2 methods. This one. Have you clear?
You must override.
Must override. If you do not override, what will happen?
Error.
Error will be there.
Logical.
Not logical error. You cannot create an object of this. It will take you to the error is what? That you have some method in the class that is must be override, then only we can have this. Otherwise, then you have to put here abstract. Where? Here. Have you clear? Okay. Now just 1 minute. Actually, show you something.
Zo'ramada yuzlarim Google reklamasi vaqtida Microsoft ishga kirib Google reklamasi
Google Яндекс
Yomon zo'r reklamasi lekin Microsoft ishga kirib Google Ha?
Microsoftga kirganingizdan keyin Bing'dan
Yo'q. Google yaxshi, men Microsoftga kirdim. Google reklamasi Microsoft ishga kirib Google yine dostum Yılmaz çalışsırtalan.
Okay, abstract method cannot be contained in a non-abstract class. Okay, that I told you that. If the subclass, if an abstract subclass does not implement all the abstract methods, the subclass must be defined abstract. In other words, the non-abstract class extended from the abstract class. All the abstract methods must be implemented even if they are not used in the subclass. Okay. So object cannot be created from the abstract class. That I told you. That means we cannot use which operator? New operator. Okay. So we cannot use the new operator to create an object of the geometric class. Okay. But we can create an object of circular class and which one? If you cannot use the new operator, so that means constructor will not call. When the constructor is called, when object is created. When object is created, when we use the new operator. Okay. The class that contain abstract method must be abstract. However, it is possible to define abstract class that contain no abstract. Yeah. So it is. Sometimes we have a class is abstract and there is no any abstract method. It's okay, no problem. Okay. In this case, we cannot create an instance of the class using the new operator. This class is used as a base class for the defining the new subclasses. That is what the concept of the abstract class. Why we have abstract class? Because it is represented as a base class. So if you want to use it, you have to inherit, override the methods, and make them as a concrete class. Subclass can be abstract even if the superclass is concrete. What do you mean by this? Subclass can be abstract. Superclass is not abstract, but subclass is abstract. What do you mean by this? So let's see, I have one class here. I have a class A inherited in the B. This is not abstract, but this is abstract. Why? Because here I have some methods which are abstract methods. Are you clear? So this one is a concrete class, but this is not concrete class, abstract. It's possible, okay? The subclass can override the method from a superclass to define abstract. This is rare, but useful when the implementation of the method in the superclass become invalid in a subclass. In this case, the subclass must be defined abstract. So here I am going to define my subclass as abstract. Now, as I told you that we cannot create an object of the abstract class. Is it correct? But we can create an object reference. We can create an object reference. Do you know object reference means what? What is object reference? Reference. Is it correct? See. Geometric object. Oh, what is this? Is it an object or is it a reference? It is a reference. But when you Actually, it is always reference actually. This is object is here, and this object is referring
To the
this
object.
this object reference referring this memory. Are you clear? But this is an abstract class. We cannot create object, but we can create a object reference. We cannot create instance from the abstract class using the new operator, but the abstract class can be used as a data type. Therefore, the following statement which create the array of element or geometric object type is correct. So this is the correct. This is correct. Okay?
Pointer, address такой.
So here, we are using the different packages, Java util, Java lang, So they have some classes, they are abstract, the abstract calendar class, date class. These are the which one? Abstract class. So get method in the calendar class. See, these are the all constant.
Fine.
Are you clear? Huh? Any question on abstract now? So we can proceed to the interface. Are you clear how to make abstract class? What is the purpose of the abstract class? What is the purpose of abstract class? Come on, telegram me. What is the purpose of the abstract class? No, making a base class. Making a base class. In our previous example, what was that example? Student. Yes. SOL student and SOC student. So you can make student as a abstract class. And as you need wherever, you can make them as a what? Yeah. Make it inherit and concrete it, and you can use it. Have you clear? Huh? And how to read in a abstract in a class diagram? Italic. Yeah. If it is italic, it means it is abstract. Actually, there is a concept named stereotype. Stereotype. Or another term that is used, gillets. Sometimes you write like this. What is the meaning of this? Abstract. So this A class is which class?
Abstract.
Are you clear? Sometimes if you came across like this, in stereotype or in gillets, the word, it is used was what? Have you clear? Huh? Interface, the new concept for you, but it is not as new. Okay? Only understand the purpose of the interface, because you will see, teacher, what is the difference between abstract class and interface? Both same. I say yes, but yeah, there is some difference. There is some purpose. As I asked you just now, what is the purpose of the abstract class? You said, teacher, it is a base class. Is it correct? Similarly, we have here interface. What is the interface here? Interface is a class-like construct that contain only constant and which methods?
Abstract.
So whatever you declare, data field in interface, they are constant, and methods are what? Abstract. Even if you do not write final keyword there, they will treat it like what? Abstract. Constant. Have you clear? In a way, the interface is similar to the abstract class, but the intent of the interface to specify the behavior of the object. Behavior. What do you mean by behavior? What is the meaning of behavior? Behavior means methods. Behavior means not? I told you, behavior means methods. Okay. Now I will give a practical example. We have a domestic animal at your home, cat, dogs, and we are human beings. Is it correct? We are human. And cat, dogs, we all are living, what do you call, living creature, something, okay? A living thing, living, something, okay? All these three, dog, cat and man, do we eat?
Yes.
Sleep? Walk? Run? Smile? Cry?
No,
No?
no,
You make me cry now. The result is
no.
not good.
But cat cannot cry.
Huh?
But cat cannot
They
cry.
can cry. Come on, they have emotions, you know. If they love you, so they can cry, you know. So understand, huh? So can we have concept like all the common properties that is living things they have, make it one class or make it some construct where we can put all the common behaviors. And wherever, you know, whenever you want to implement human, you can implement that in your. Do you understand me? So this is what the interface is. You know, like let's see the tiger and the barani. Barani Parima.
Sheep.
What tiger eat?
Sheep.
Tiger also eat
Animal.
and barani, lamb also eat. But what is the difference? Tiger eat meat and that all. Is it correct? And barani meat what? Grass. Have you seen? Okay, take example. Orange. We eat orange. We
Banana.
eat fish. Kuritsa. Okay, we eat kuritsa.
Good.
How you eat oranges? How you eat oranges? So we make a juice. You
Yeah.
make a juice and you drink.
Drink, yeah.
Is it correct? How we make kuritsa?
Good. We should cook.
Shashlik. Fried, you know, we fried it. And cooking is a process, but when it is go to the, eating, with the orange, it is a different, do you understand me?
Yes.
So just try to understand how we can use the interface. Let's see how we can have a interface. The same example I will show you in a practical, okay? Yeah. The interface is similar to the abstract class, but the intent of the interface is to specify the behavior of the object. For example, you can specify that the objects are comparable, edible, clonable using appropriate interface. Comparable, Panimai. When I want to compare circle, so I will compare with the radius. Whenever I want to compare the rectangle, I will compare with the height and width. Are we clear? I am comparing with the human being, height and the weight. Do you understand me? See, we have how we write an interface. Public interface and name of the interface. And in bracket, whatever you declare data field, by default they are constant. And whatever the methods you write, it will be what? Which method? It will be abstract. Simply you have to write a method signature. If you do not write abstract, by default they are abstract. If you do not write constant, by default they are constant.
Fine.
What is the name of interface?
C1.
T1. How many methods are there? See,
One.
public, static.
Static,
It is
final.
by default static. By default
Final.
final. Integer k is equal to 1. Public, abstract, void.
P.
If you write like this and both are equivalent. You are not writing their public. You are not writing their static. You are not an abstract, but you are not writing public, static, final. But by default they are public, static, final. You are not writing public, abstract. By default they are public,
Abstract.
Are we clear? If you do not write also, it will be considered. Okay. Then you will say, teacher, how to use this? Okay, now we can write down, but how to use it?
Manam cha bronda specificamente ball. Circle. First, we should kill. Google. Google. How to eat? String. How to eat? How to eat? How to eat? Como é que ele me escreve?
Can you read it? Are you clear? Public interface. What is the name of interface? Yeah, the way you are giving the name to the class, same thing you can edible E capital. It has only one method. That is what? How to eat. Okay. Edible. Edible meaning means how to eat. Okay.
Class animal. Class chicken extend animal implements edible. Class tiger extends animal. Abstract class fruit implements
Is it able to all of you? Huh?
edible.
Now see, this is my driver class. Which one?
Class edible.
Have you cleared this?
Yes.
What is the name of the class?
Animal.
Animal. It has some constructor, method, that all. Okay.
Yeah.
Class
chicken.
extends
Extend animal.
animal.
Implements edible.
Yeah, implements keyword is used. If it is a class, we use extend to inherit. But if it is interface, we have which one?
It implements.
So we need to implement which method is there in edible class? How to eat. Have you clear? What is the name of the class? Chicken. If it is chicken, how you eat chicken?
Fry.
See how to eat interesting. Chicken.
Shashlik.
Fruit implements edible. Is it correct?
Yeah.
See, apple extend fruits. So see, this is the abstract class, but this is not abstract. Why? Because we override it. Are you overriding here the method how to eat?
No.
No. So we have to write down
Abstract.
abstract. So how to make concrete? We inherit in another class. How we are eating apple?
Make apple.
Make apple cider. Vinegar. This cider means vinegar. Class oranges extends fruits. How we eat oranges?
Make juice.
Have you clear? And now go to this hour. The main class. Object. Array of object. Is it correct? How many objects? 3 objects are there. Is it correct? And now see, you are going to the array. Object I, instance of edible. If it is true, then we typecast it. You typecast. Have you clear? And you are calling which method? How to eat. Have you clear, everyone? First of all, how to write a interface. Which keyword is there to write interface? Interface. And how to implement the interface? Implements. Clear, everyone? And what is there in the interface?
Implements.
Abstract methods and constant data field. If you do not write constant, by default they are constant. If you are not writing constant, static, by default they are public static. See, data fields are public, final and statics. All the and all methods are public and abstract. Even if you do not write it, here you say teacher, this is a default method. No, it is a public abstract. Have you clear? And you can use the data field like this, interface name dot
Constant name.
like a class. Have you clear? Do you know one package named Java Lang? Object is from this particular package. It has one interface. What is the name? Comparable. And it has one method name. What is this? Compare to. And it has a parameter what? Object. So, if you want to implement this interface, you can implement this interface and you can override this method. Which method?
Compare.
See, public class string extends object and implements comparable. Implements comparable means what you have to override. Which method? Compare. Compare two methods. Have you clear? Okay, what you understand from this?
Also, object can
See.
return not only the public side.
Public class max, huh? And it has a comparable public static comparable max. Okay, it has a two parameter O1 and O2. Here we compare O1 with the O2. Do you understand this?
Yes.
If O1 is greater than O2, return O1, return, otherwise return O2. Huh. A, B, C, D, F, A, B, C, D, E, E. Who's who? And you are comparing. Max dot max S1 comma S2.
Yes.
Who's the bigger one? S1 or S2? E and F. F. No, that is S1. Are you clear? Huh? Are you clear how the comparable interface? Huh? So we can use interface as a data type. Okay. Clear everyone? This code? Huh? So we have one more interface. Which one? Clonable. Clonable means what? Copy. Clonable. And it has a method. Which method? Clone method. Okay. The marker interface does not contain the constant or method. It is used to denote the class possesses certain desirable property. A class that implements a clonable interface is marked clonable, and its object can be cloned using which method?
Clone.
Have you clear? Calendar. It's object of which class?
Calendar.
Calendar. And you say calendar dot
Clone.
clone. Means we can make a clone and we are assigning to the calendar.
Copy.
Sure.
Okay, so copy of the object.
Clone.
Okay. See house. This is a house 1. Is it correct? And you create a new house. The ID is 1. Area is 1,750. Have you clear? And when you make a clone, so we are creating what? A new object. New memories will be allocated, which has the same values. Clear? Have you clear the use of interface? What is use of interface? What is use of interface? What is use? Behaviors. No, we can group the behaviors and we can put it into the interface. And you know, in interface, data fields are by default constant, public static constant. And they are by default public abstract class. Clear? Huh? Then you see what is the difference between this abstract and the interface. See, variables. Here in abstract class, no restriction. It could be a constant, it cannot be a constant. But in interface, all variables are public, static and
Final.
clear? Okay, constructor wise. See, abstract method, can you create object class?
No.
No. Is it correct? So constructor are invoked by the subclass. Through the constructor chaining. You know constructor chaining, we studied last week. The abstract class cannot be instantiated using the which operator? New operator. No constructor, because this is not a class, so no constructor is there. An interface cannot be instantiated using the
New operator.
okay, methods. In abstract class, you have abstract method also and non-abstract method also. But in a interface, all method must be public abstract. Clear the difference? Everyone clear? Everyone with me? If you have any question, please. Interface abstract class clear? Huh?
Visual skills that UI. Visual skills that UI.
No. UI is there. That time we'll do. Understand?
Bana çok zaman.
If I explain you UI example, you will not understand. You got the point? Because first you understand what is a GUI, the basic fundamental, and then we'll proceed this. Okay. Now, whenever you read the class diagram, see, you know this one, is it correct? It means what? Implements. Can you see here? Interface 1 is implementing how many interfaces? Multiple, I told you, multiple inheritance is not in Java. But when the interface is there, it is possible. Like, you will write like this. What is the name of interface? Interface 1. Interface 1 implements. What implements? Interface 1 underscore 1, interface 1 comma, interface 1 underscore 1 comma, interface 1 underscore 2. That is not with the extent. One class can implement more than one interface. For example, class A extends B. Perfect. And you can write down next. Implements. Are we clear? No problem. And when you have dotted line, it means implement. And when you have solid line, means extends. Are we clear? Huh? So how will write this class? Class 1 implements interface 1. No, class 1 extends object implements interface 1. Here, interface 1 implements interface 1 underscore 1 comma 1 interface 1 underscore 2. Here, class 2 extends class 1 implements interface 2 underscore 1 comma interface 2 underscore 2. Are we clear? Very good, huh? You are very fast. No, actually, the understanding of the class diagram is very, very important. As a programmer, you will have a designer will give you the class diagram and you have to implement accordingly. So you must be ready to read and understand. Okay? So all classes share the single root. The object class, as I told you, object is a parent of all classes. Is it correct? Single root. But there is no single root for the, so there is no any parent for the interface. Okay. Like a class, interface also define a type. What do you mean by this? Like the class, we can define a type. Type means, see, this one. You can have. Okay. A variable of the interface type can refer any instance of the class that implement the interface. Then we'll say teacher, which object we can assign. See, for example, class 1 implementing which interface? Yeah. So we can have a reference of this interface and assign the object of the. Are we clear? Huh? The variable of the interface type can refer as the instance of the class that implement the interface. If the class extend the interface, If the class extend interface, this interface plays the same role as a superclass. You can use the interface as a data type and cast the variable of the interface type to the its subclass and
vice
vice
versa.
versa. In rare occasion, a class may implement the two interface without conflicting information. What do you mean by this? You know, two interface, they have a similar data type, so similar methods and the data fields, then confusion. Okay. For example, I have interface 1, there I have a integer a as a constant, and interface 2 also I have a integer a, then confusion. So two same constant with the different value, or the two methods with the same signature but the different return type. These types of error will be detected by
Compiler.
compiler. Sorry. Are you clear? Conflict interface. Where to use the interface or a class? Abstract class interface can be both be used to model a common features, because abstract class we can use as a base, and the interface to define a common behaviors. Okay. How to decide whether to use the interface or a class? In general, the strong is a relationship that clearly describes the parent-child relationship. Is a relationship. Do you know what you call this one?
Yeah.
It is like this. What do you call this one? Is a relationship. Have you studied this?
Yeah.
Introduction to IT?
Yeah.
If it is not, leave it. We remember this. Which relationship? Is a relationship. Extends. So, child class. In general, the strong is a relationship that clearly describes the parent-child relationship should be modeled using the class. For example, the staff member is a person, so their relationship should be modeled using the class inheritance. The weak relationship are known as kinds of relationship. Indicate that the object possesses a certain property. A weak is a relationship can be modeled using the interface. For example, all strings are comparable, so the string class implements the comparable interface. You can also use the interface to circumvent single inheritance restriction if the multiple inheritance is desired. In the case of multiple inheritance, you have to design one as a superclass and other interface. So that in this chapter number 10, that is slide number 10, they have given some examples. Have you cleared this? Do you remember this? This slide new for you, but do we study wrapper class? Yes. Reference type? Which one reference type? String. Boolean, character, short, byte. This is not a data type. This is not a data type. This is not a primitive data type. These are the reference type, like a string. Which one? Reference. And then this you can use like how you use string? String S is equal to hello. Is it correct? Are you creating the object? When object created, new keyword is used. But here we don't need. Is it correct? Because this is a reference type. So these all are reference type. And another name for this is a wrapper class. Okay. Now how to use it? Let's take an integer. Integer I is equal to 10. Integer I is equal to 10. No need to use new. You can use like a primitive data type, but they are not a primitive data type. They are reference type, and that is called which class? Wrapper class. The wrapper class do not have no argument constructor, or the instance of the all wrapper class are immutable. Their internal value cannot be changed once the objects are Great. Immutable means we cannot change. Have you clear this? What do you understand from this diagram? What is this dotted line? Implement. So this all classes implement comparable. Yeah. And what is this? Inheritance. So number is a class. From this, these are the subclasses. Are we clear?
One of the is italic, another one is just.
Which one is italic?
Comparable.
Comparable. It's the interface. Na? Understand? So what are the methods? ToString, equal, hash code methods. Each wrapper class overrides the ToString method, equal method and hash code method defined in a object. So you know this, ToString and equal method from the object. There is one more method, is which one?
Hash code.
Hash code. Now what is a hash? You will understand in data structure. Okay? So number class. Each numeric wrapper class extends the abstract number class which contains the method double value, float value, integer value, long value, short value, byte value. This method converts the object into the primitive data type. What do you mean by this? See, this is the integer, is it correct? If I use I dot, what is the method? Int value. What is written? What is written of this? Integer, int. You will give what? Which value? Int value. Typecasting. And you know, there is no byte value or not abstract which simply return the
Byte.
Have you understand this? Okay. Have you clear? So you asked me, na? It is a this is actually interface. It's abstract, na? Methods are there, so that's why it's italic. Have you clear? What is the name of the class? Number, which is a parent of integer, double, byte, all. Is it correct? And these are the different methods.
Sir,
Huh?
this number is
Class.
It's only
Which one? It's a package, na? Java lang. Number. So yeah, actually, you know what happens in that there are some methods are abstract methods. So it is automatically abstract class. We need to override. It. So this is the interface. Okay, so these two classes implement this interface. And these are the subclass of which class? Have you clear everyone? So what we have studied in today's class? Interface inheritance. So interface inheritance means what? One interface implement? Yeah. Have you clear everyone? So in the lab time we will study what?
Why?
Exception. Because it is an independent topic. I do not want to mix it with this. Have you clear? So as per the requirement of the application,